Now we're going to talk about staffing a watch. We have a B.W. Raymond 16 size movement right here. This is a railroad grade. This has a riveted staff. The riveted staff's a little more difficult than a friction staff. So we'll go through the riveted staff example. We've already taken the balance wheel and we've removed the hairspring and we've removed the roller table and the safety roller table. They're over here. Those parts, we've taken those out, the hairspring, etc. In this case, you want to check all the balance jewels. One of the balance jewels was broken. You can look up the model of this watch in many of the catalogs and online. The serial number of this one was 24,055,896. That makes it a grade 454. This was made probably around 1921. The first year was about 1917. I often use the Elgin 1915 catalog, but that won't work for this one because it was made after that year. But you can get on the web and put the serial number in. It'll tell you the grade. With Elgin watches, though, there aren't that many staffs, and the staff for this one is pretty much the same one that was used for many of the 16 size Walthams. It's a 2532C, but you should always measure your staff's dimensions as we mentioned earlier. Okay, so now let's bring in our staking set and we'll get started with the operation. We have our K&D staking set and we're going to use the staff remover number 50. I've already found the smallest hole where I have some play, but the entire bottom half of the staff is in the hole so that we can drive it out. I find this the best method, for me anyway, to remove a riveted staff. Some people try to cut the rivet off with a graver on the lathe or various other techniques, but that's always dangerous. You might actually cut the balance wheel in half. So I actually like this method. As you know, with the staking set, you have to make sure that the hole is centered, so you want to use your center plunger to make sure that it's centered after you find the hole that's the smallest hole that the bottom half of the staff will fit through. And we're going to use the K&D remover number 50, and it's in two pieces. These are the two pieces. Okay, and here's the little brochure that on the K&D 50. Okay, let's install the remover. And we feed the punch down through. We tighten this up. This helps to prevent the balance arm from being bent as we punch out the staff. We take a brass hammer and we simply tap until we feel it give. Okay, I heard the staff fall out, so now we'll remove the staff remover. And we see the balance wheel and the staff is falling over here to the side. Here's the staff. Let me mention this is a double roller staff. So now we'll we'll measure it again, find a new staff with the correct pivot size. It's very important to get the right pivot size to fit in the jewels, and we'll stake it in. Okay, this is a little diagram I made of the staff, the 2532C. Recall that when we drove the staff out, we had to have a hole large enough so that the largest part of the hub would go through. But now, when we actually rivet, we're going to make a rivet up here. This is the balance seat here. This is the rollers, the double roller here. One roller goes here, the safety roller goes there. So I'm going to put it in the staking set with only this part in. So I'll have the large hub here that will support the staff. Okay, I've already found a hole, the smallest hole that I can put the the roller seat through, and the hub is sitting on that. And over here I have picked two punches. One's a round nose and one's a flat nose. Now you use these to form the rivet. Okay, first of all, you want to make sure, of course, that you've lined this all up as you did before. So I've already lined it up for simplicity. So now I'll put the balance wheel on, and I'll take my flat punch and I'll simply tap a couple of times to make sure it's on there real good. Okay, to actually form and spread the rivet, we use the round nose punch. And you'll learn how much pounding force it takes. That takes the touch. You'll have to actually practice and get used to that. Some staves, or the larger staves, takes a little bit more force to spread the rivet than these smaller balances. Okay. And now once we spread the rivet, we use the flat nose punch to finish the job off. Alright, now we take our balance wheel off with our new staff, and then we take a pair of tweezers. We take a pair of tweezers and we hold the roller part, and we try to twist the balance wheel, and we make sure that the balance wheel does not rotate on the staff, and that the rivet's well formed. If it's not, we put it back in and we tap it a few more times. Okay, I hope this helps, and just use this along with our material in our lesson, and make sure, like I say, that the jewels and the pivots fit through the jewels properly. You have to make sure of that. That's very critical, because this staff comes in 3 pivot sizes: a 0.1, a 0.11, and a 0.12 millimeter pivot. Thank you very much.